G.I.A. This is part 2, outer tie rod, 2011 Kia Soul. This is the old one. I already removed it. Those are the two tools you're gonna need to use to remove them. See how I got my smaller pipe wrench on there, and that one is just there to hold the inner tie rod in place, and then the longer one that's on the floor, that's the one that I used to spin this outer tie rod off. And when you spin it off, make sure this nut doesn't move. Every now and then it's stuck to the outer tie rod, and you got to make sure that it doesn't move so your alignment won't be off whack. So when you leave these nuts in the same spot as you remove the outer tie rod, the new tie rod will go on there, and that is your stopping point when you can just tighten up the outer tie rod and bolt it back up onto the knuckle. So that's the trick I wanted to share with you guys, so you don't mess up your alignment. And when you see, I can feel, and you can see it in the camera, there's a drag on there because it's still dry. One more thing I failed to mention was that I didn't use any PB Blast or WD-40 today. I'm fresh out, and I wanted to do a video and show you guys that all I used was this propane tank, and no, I think that's butane actually. You guys can correct me down in the comments. Let me know what it is, because I think it's butane, but it could be propane. That's a very handy tool to have. Have yourself some heat and heat up the parts you're going to be removing. Heat them up so they come off easier, and apparently if it works without spraying any PB Blaster, I'm just not gonna buy it. I mean, I'll use it, but why spend money if it's gonna work? Well, you're gonna end up heating it up anyways. All right, so there you go. I'm comparing the part, making sure it's identical, which it is, and now we put it back on there the same way, just like I was saying. Put it on there and let that adjusting nut there onto the inner tie rod. Once it bottoms out, then you know you can lock it up into the knuckle. Now I'm gonna flip the pipe wrench the opposite way, face it the opposite way, and put the other pipe wrench on there and face it the opposite way also. Okay, that one's biting on there, and I'm gonna move it out of the way a little bit. it's on there like that. You this camera won't stay in one spot. So there's the setup. Basically, I'm going to put my hand on one wrench, put my hand on the other wrench, and lock out this outer tie rod. Just tighten it down as good as you can get it with this pipe wrench, and you'll be all set. There's that hole I was telling you about. Don't forget to put your cotter pin through that hole. Once you get it through that circle there, the knuckle entrance, and then put your nut on there, and then put your cotter pin on there. Like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching my video. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one.